Hey guys, today I'll be making a new Risk of Rain 2 Survivor tier list. I made one a few months ago and it did like really well for some reason. I don't really agree with that tier list anymore though. I'm making this to rearrange my thoughts from the previous tier list because quite frankly I don't agree with most of it anymore, and on top of that I'll rank the DLC characters even though I haven't played them. So first we got Commando. So in the other video I kind of dogged on Commando a lot because I wasn't really considering some of his parts. First off, at the time I wasn't really considering the buff that he got to his attack speed. And second off, I wasn't considering that he has really good procs. So I'm actually gonna put him in B tier. I know previously I put him in D, I was dogging on him, but I think he's actually a solid survivor. You just need to get some good items. Huntress is gonna go in A tier because I still have the same problem with her. Like, she can have good damage and good mobility, but when you're on your cooldowns for mobility, you're pretty much a sitting duck. Bandit remains in S. He has a solid kit, not much else to say. Multi, I'm moving from A to S. I've been playing him a lot recently and I've realized how much more broken he is than I thought he was. So I already thought that like power mode was absolutely broken, but it's even more broken than I already thought it was. So for that, he goes in S tier. Engineer remains in S because fungus. In the previous video I put Mercenary all the way up here just because of the iframes, but I wasn't really accounting for the fact that he kind of lacks in damage, so we're gonna put him down in A tier. Artificer I put kind of low because I said that even with Ion Surge he has like a lack of proper movement, and now I've realized the type of movement doesn't matter, you can play around it. So for that I'm gonna put Artificer in A tier. She's a pretty solid character, but she does have some weaknesses. Now Rex, in the previous tier list I said he's like way too risky. At that time I was constantly living under the fear of losing my one-shot protection, but one-shot protection isn't the entirety of your health. Like, it's not the only thing that can really save you. Simply just having a lot of healing and having a lot of health also works. So now I'm moving Rex to S because he has really solid damage, good mobility, and he can heal, so he's just good. Like, what else is there to say? Loader doesn't really change. Must I restate what I said in the previous tier list? Spider-Man, One Punch Man, gender bended. Our poisonous doggo Accurate is gonna go in S. The poison is really useful, he has good damage, crazy mobility, and on top of that he has healing built in, so he's just overall good. Captain remains in A because of his lack of mobility. He needs mobility, because like, Captain without mobility, like, he can do good damage, don't get me wrong, but without the mobility, he's basically just a support character. And now to rank Void Fiend and Railgunner, the two characters I haven't been able to play yet. I have seen gameplay of Void Fiend and Railgunner, however I haven't been able to play them, so take their rankings with a grain of salt. Railgunner goes in S. Good movement, good damage, what else do you want? Void Fiend also goes in S, just lower on S. I feel like the premise of wanting to take damage is cool, but it doesn't always help you out. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna readjust the characters to the ranking of the tier they're in. The best being to the left and the worst being to the right. Alright guys, so this is the finished product of the tier list. I'd say that Loader, definitely the best character, followed by Railgunner and the rest of these guys. The best A tier character is Huntress, followed by Mercenary, Captain, and Artificer, and Commando is B tier. This tier list did not include Heretic, however, I would put Heretic either high B or low A, I'm not quite sure. Overall, all of the characters are really good, you just need to know how to use them. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this tier list. If you don't agree with it, you can leave a comment down below. I always check my comments, so you're bound to be noticed. Thank you for watching.